What's up, guys? Welcome to the night stream. I'll be doing a lot of posting, so bear with me for the next probably few minutes. I'm trying to be quick about this. Guess I could start this game up and get it all set up. I don't know if I'll be playing this game the whole stream. I may or may not. Now my phone want to start acting all weird. It's like every time I'm about to do something, that's when it want to start like being weird. It's like, bro, just post, man. It don't make no sense to be carrying on like that. So forget that. I'll just take a screenshot. Hey, what's up, Illy? What's up, DK? Currently, I'm posting on a bunch of different platforms right now, so gonna take a little time. Posted on Twitter already, posted on TikTok. Not much, just in bed getting ready to rest for PT tomorrow. Nice, nice. Feel burned out. Yeah, same. I was chilling today. I feel like I got some things done. Sister arrived today. Nice, nice. That should be chill. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not even gonna focus with posting on YouTube. Okay, I think I posted on every. All right. Now I'm gonna post on Discord, because I hear it's like at times my friends, they be talking on that, so Open that up real quick. Oh, tomorrow PT's ain't too bad because basically I'm so tired. Yeah, that's what that you know, overall, like that's how it usually goes with that stuff. Alright, there goes one. I don't think this. Wait. No, it does. Basket smash burns a lot of energy. I've never heard of that. That's my first time ever hearing of something like that. I should just, yeah, because that actually would be a lot easier. Okay, I think we chilling. Alright, basically hit a basketball with your hand, trying to get it over the opponent goal line. No holding the ball either. So that look like, that sound like aggressive volleyball. That's what that sound like. I'm like, that sounds damaging. That sounds like kinda, yeah, that sounds like that hurts. I remember they had us play volleyball when I was in middle school, and I was like, I was not a fan of it. Volleyball, I don't know, it's just not so much as that it's not, like, my type of sport. It's just something that I just, well, I honestly know that is the reason. It's just not my type of sport. I was more of a, like, of a run-in type person. I'm like, how come we can't play, like, two-hand touch football or something? There's a lot of force with the slapping the basketball and sprinting to catch it from going over the line. There is no net. So yeah, like, you know, it's still kinda, but that's just, yeah. Sounds like y'all doing too much. Used to do flag football in gym class. Used to be fun. Yeah, we never had did any of that stuff. They had us, like, there was one teacher, though, that did have us play, like, different sports. And I have to say, that was fun. Because I think we played badminton. I think we played tennis at one point. What other sport? I think that was about it. Those was really the only, I think in high school, that was about it. Oh, and soccer. Oh, and indoor hockey. Indoor hockey was fun. You're just pretty much like, instead of like skating, you just running around and, you know, still same old hockey, but everyone dude got in trouble for tackling dudes instead of doing the fly. I remember a kid tried doing that to me and some friends in elementary, and we all just like, he had it coming, but we pretty much was just like going after him. Even if he didn't have the ball, we were just sitting there just because I remember I think it got to me, he tackled me, and I guess like it looked really aggressive when he tackled me. I didn't feel nothing. I was like, I thought dude was crazy for tackling me, but Then I remember it was a few friends. They was like, "Nah, let's just start tackling him." I was like, "All right, I'm down." So that's how you handle that situation. Did on purpose because they already. Then like, oh, well, yeah, I'm like, well, like I guess like yeah, in that case, like if there's some beef between two people, then I'm like, yeah, that's between them. But if he going around tackling everybody, I'm like, nah, I'm gathering up a few of them people and being like, okay, we gonna try to like end this man's whole career. Y'all just like, whoa, playing inside. That's crazy. People, they just, yeah. There's people out there that's like, they don't. They just got issues. I'm like, I don't care how much I don't like her. I think I wouldn't have played. I don't think I would have went as far as to do. You gotta really not like a person to do some stuff like that. Because me, I'm like, fam, I ain't got time to be out here messing with people. I'm just going to sit this one out and call it a day. I'm like, if the teacher fails me today, then I'm like, oh, well. I'm like, because I know if I play, I'm going to mess around and hurt somebody, so. But yeah, people weird like that. You know, a lot of people didn't like that dude that got tackled. People was like, yeah, that's a bit much. I don't know. I like now. It's like you're like adding more to it. Like every time you like say something about the situation. Now that I know that like the people didn't like him, then I don't know. Me personally, I probably would have laughed at the situation. And I'm like, well, he had it coming, so. Because I'm like, there's been times where there's kids I went to school with, they got hurt, and they were and it was those annoying kids. It was those kids in the classroom that was like, bruh, like, can you just switch schools or not show up to this school no more? There was a few kids I went to school that was like that, and I'm like, I would not be upset if you switch schools. I'm like, if you could just do everybody that one favor, I'm like, I think, you know, this school can be a better place. So I remember one kid, we went to school like that. We were in but he always was annoying people. And I remember this one kid I think he had punched him in his like shoulder or neck area. And the kid gonna look at everybody talking about, I think he just broke my neck. And I'm like, man, if you don't, I was like, just don't look at us. Just don't say anything to us. You had it coming, but I don't think you're gonna get your neck broken by a middle school punch. Strong about him. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Usually those kids that was just being annoying, like I never really sat down. I think there was like. He wasn't even really annoying. Like, that kid was just wild. He had a very wild personality. And I have to say, that's probably the closest, I think, to, like, oh, like, you know, people got this guy misled. He's actually chill. A middle school punch at that. That's why I was all like, we all just kind of, like, was laughing about the situation. Because I'm like, fam, you're standing, right? I'm like, you can move your neck, right? How is your neck broken? I'm like, you didn't bother to sit down and think about that one. I remember that kid. That kid was like, he was really annoying. I remember he'll get in like PE class and want to like sit next to people and start farting and stuff. What other things would he do? I think he did go to my high school, I think like our freshman year, but I think at that point he ended up switching schools because it's like, nah, bro. I'm like, yeah, you were trying that with some middle school kids when we were all the same size, but some of these guys done grew like 2 feet and added like 100 pounds to them and stuff. You don't want to be trying that with them. So in high school, could y'all leave school to buy lunch? No, you couldn't. We had to sneak off school campus. They had like a very strict like just a policy or just a thing where you could not go off school boundaries. There's like, if you were caught leaving the school grounds, you could get detention or suspender or whatever. But we still would sneak out. Me and my friends, I don't know how many like Shawshank Redemption escapes we've had to do. Because there was a corner store down the street that sold way better food than... That's how you know that it's bad. When the gas station food is better than the school food. And they can be broken without dying. Well, my thing was, it's like the kid was standing. I'm not more so talking on like whether he had been dead or alive. It's like you wouldn't have been standing if your neck was broken. The way he was making it seem like, he made it feel like that his whole neck was missing. And I'm like, sir, your neck it's fine. Stand with it. I've never seen nobody stand with no broken neck. I'm like, if that's the case, I'm like, but like I said, we were in middle school, so we were in neck brace. Yeah, but usually they have them like laying down or just in a position where they're like not gonna be moving around a lot. Because if your neck is broken, you doing all that movement, you can paralyze yourself. So got suspended for ordering food. It was dumb. I'm trying to, yeah, honestly, that should have been a good idea. I'm like, since I can't leave school campus, I'm like, fam, I'm gonna order me some Domino's. Forget the school pizza, I'm ordering Domino's. Neck brace prevents that. Oh, well, I don't really be paying attention to like broken necks and stuff, so that's why I was just going based off of what I already had knew. Like I said, it was like we were in middle school. It's like you can't get your neck broken by a punch. So unless that person is like Bruce Lee or Superman. I might as well use that. Can I do any upgrades to it? I can do upgrades to it, but it's not eligible. Nice. My high school is on the opposite side of town from the restaurant, so it'd take the whole lunchtime for you to leave and come back. Yeah, we had like the gas station, and we had we had a grocery store down the street also, so. But me and my friend, we figured like it'll be a lot easier going to that. And then we probably figured like, oh, okay, well, we might... I don't know why, because it's like the teachers could have very well went to the gas station, too. I feel like they would have been most likely to go there than to go to the grocery store. But we were afraid, like, if we went to the grocery store, we might see one of the teachers there. So we just went to the gas station and just got, like, you know, some beef jerky, some sodas. I think I was getting on, started drinking that muscle milk stuff for a little bit. You can't build a school within city limits. All the school pretty much surrounded by houses and stuff like that. That's kind of like how some of my schools were. there wasn't really like no city areas nearby. Like we just, you know, it was, yeah, houses. Like every school I think I went to, it's like, yeah, well, the one school, the elementary school I went to in West Seattle, I mean, technically that's like, I don't know. I mean, it was, yeah, I guess like that's probably the only school I went to where it's like near a city area. Dang, they tearing stuff up. My middle school is like 3 minutes from my house. My elementary is like 5 minutes. I think my middle school, it was like 15. No, actually, no, it was like about 30, 35 minutes away from my house. And then my elementary school, it was like 10 minutes away from my house. I remember there was a shortcut I remember I could take when I went to my middle school where it was like, you know, you just cut through this like back part, and I was like already on the street to head home, but then they closed it down and had it where we had to take the bus. Then they were trying to kick students off the bus because they were like, oh, well, you're in a walking distance. I'm like, I'm not in a walking distance. You closed down the one area that was walking distance from my house. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to walk all around the school just so I can go home when I could catch a bus, and that's easier than walking around the whole school. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'll never forget the bus driver. She was really like holding like kids from leaving just so I would, I'm going to restart this race. But she was really holding the school bus because I wouldn't get off the bus. And she was like, oh no, you're in walking distance, so therefore you can't ride on the bus. I'm like, I'm not getting off this bus. So I think that's just going to be established for from this point on. It's like, until I get to high school, I'm like, that's going to be when I'm off this bus. But until then, I ain't getting off this bus. What is wrong with these cars, bro? Like, they drive out in front. I'm about to end this race. Do something else. But, yeah, that bus driver, she was crazy. And then I remember when I was, so she eventually did start driving down, like, the school bus route. And then when I was getting off the bus, she was like, don't get on this bus tomorrow. I'm like, all right. I'm like, say no more. I got you. Got home, told my dad, of course, you messing with a black man's son? Yeah, like, you're asking to get yelled at. I remember I went upstairs to, like, take all my school clothes off, and I think I was going to, you know, come downstairs to eat whatever before I could even reach downstairs. I already heard my dad yelling at them guys. I'm all like, well, I wasn't even going to give them no warning. I'm like, I'm not going to be that student where I'm all like, if these people, nah. But I ain't going to be one of those kids where it's all like, oh, I ain't going to give them no warning. Like, nah. You can't even add no armor. This race is stupid because they give you the smallest car. It's like, give me a bigger car. But yeah, I was like, that bus driver is crazy. It's like, lady, I'm like, I don't know who you, like, what, you don't own this bus. I'm going to tell you that right now. Wait, type all types. I don't get, like, what they mean. Because if that's full mid-size, they don't have one that's, like, all. Unless full size is all. Why they got to have this thing so, like, wired differently? Couldn't stand my bus driver. She would do little petty stuff. Roll at the bus in the afternoon. Stop every day. Oh, nah. I've been all in that bus driver's ear. Hit the A now. Alright, DK, sleep well. I've been all in that bus driver's ear talking about, excuse me. Just stream. Appreciate that, DK, but I've been all in that bus driver's ear talking about, excuse me. You passed the stop. I'm all like, can you turn back around? I've been all in the back of her seat. I'm like, nah. Whoever had been sitting behind her, I'm like, hey, can we just exchange seats real quick? All in her ear being annoying. I'm like, nah, you gonna do some dumb stuff like that to me? I'm like, alright, cool. I remember when I did go back on that bus, that school bus the next day. I looked at that bus driver and smiled at her. I'm like, you really thought yesterday was gonna be the last day you saw me? I'm like, huh. I'm like, that's funny. He used to do that, but she would constantly do that. And if you fall asleep on the bus, she'd do that too. That's crazy. I remember another time when that bus driver, I wasn't even like sitting behind her. I remember, no, wait, was I sitting behind her? No, I think I was sitting behind her. But I guess I was laughing too loud. And she gonna look at me talking about, like, no more laughter or something like that. She said something weird. And I'm all like, lady. But yeah, that bus driver, I'm like, I wonder what she's up to nowadays. I seen that bus number not too long ago. I think it was a 146. That was that school bus number. I don't think I seen her driving it. I'm like, probably fired her. Oh, crazy self. People also would get mad too that she would be on the phone sometimes while driving. And it was because she ran her own business on the side. She did, but my thing was, why be on the phone? Exactly. It's all like, lady, that's when you sit behind her and just start being mad loud. I'm like, what, you gonna tell the school that I'm being loud on the bus? I'm like, hey, how about you tell them how you talking on the phone with kids and driving the vehicle with kids inside of it? Yeah, tell them that. And I'm like, you know what? You don't even need to tell them. I'll tell them. I wish a bus driver would do some stuff like that. She was older, so she had a sewing business, and she also catered food for people events. I would say she definitely can cook. As a bus driver, that's how she repaid people. I'm like, buy food. Honestly though, I'm like, I probably would take that offer. I'm like, you suck as a bus driver, but you can throw down. I'll tell you that much. You can throw down when it comes to food. So. She be speeding too. Remember a parent came on our bus to argue with her about her speeding, be on the phone while driving. I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm like, it's illegal. Like, I'm like, lady, it's like, what is you doing? That bus driver, I'm like, I bet she ain't a bus driver no more. If she is, I'm like, it's gonna be in a matter of time for you hear on news where it's like that woman done got reported for all the crap that she does. And gonna mess around and get fired. It's like you carrying on like that as a bus driver. It's like, fam. I'm trying to think, because it was like that middle school bus driver is the only school bus driver I had to deal with. I don't think I had to deal with anybody else. Because, yeah, it was like high school. I didn't get on. Because, no, I just walked home. I was like, forget the school buses. I'm like, plus, they didn't even tell you, like, which bus went in what direction. You just see a bunch of buses show up there. Kids got on those buses, and they just wish for the best. So that's why I was like, nah, I ain't gonna fool it. Because they didn't even give you, like, which number to go on. I don't even think a bus like went past in my area too, so I was like, you know what, forget it. Started walking. I thought it did more damage, but I guess not. Since my elementary and middle school was so close, I used to get a ride to school for my parents or grandma sometimes. My neighbor would take me. Yeah, I remember I had my, I think I remember my mom, she drove me to high school. And I think my dad, he drove me during when I was in middle school. And my mom, because so I had lived in one city but went to school in another city. And she would, since like we both worked in this in Seattle, then that's how I got to school. It was such a random school too. I was like, I feel like I ain't learned that elementary school I went to in Seattle. I feel like I didn't learn nothing from that school. I'm like, that school is just, you know, it's I wouldn't necessarily say it's a blur. It's just one of those schools where I'm like, it could have been avoided. I could have went to a better school. Because it wasn't worth it for you? Nah, not at all. I feel like I learned more out of school than I did in school. Like, obviously, they teach you the essentials, like reading, writing, all that stuff, math, like the stuff that you actually need. But other than that, I just feel like that, not even just Seattle, like all of Washington school systems are just not all that good. I feel like the reason why a lot of the kids be going to like colleges is probably because there's some stuff. I don't know. Maybe there has been like some teachers that overall was like good and stuff. And you know, but other than that, it's probably worse down south. It may be, but I'm like, so far as Washington school system, I'm like, people ask me, do I miss school? And I say, no, I don't. I learned nothing while I was in them schools. before, but a teacher told us the Civil War had nothing to do with slavery. That's crazy. It's like that teacher. I'm like, then what was it? And that's the thing. Where I'm like, you know what? Don't even tell me what it was about, because I know you're gonna say something stupid. I'm like, don't even tell me what it's about. Because if I remotely hear you say anything dumb, we gonna be in this classroom debating the whole time. Civil War was not about slavery. I'm like, then what was it about? Because that just don't make any sense to me. You know that teacher was racist. About the South and North economic differences. In my mind, like, it basically say exactly, like, no, that's exactly what it was. It's like, well, lady, like, there is a deeper meaning behind it. I'm like, teachers at times, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever had a teacher that said, like, they taught us some stuff and they were just 100% wrong about it. I've had teachers where, like, I can tell they wasn't meant to be a teacher, but they, you know, they improvised and they did the best that they could. But overall, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I had any teachers that was teaching us, you know, the wrongs. Like, I think I had only one teacher where it was like, yeah, I can tell, like, this was your last choice on, like, looking for a job. Like, she had, like, a good enough education to be a teacher, but overall, like, she, like, I think when it got to it, she was like, wait a minute, I can't do this. Try to make it seem like the World Wars was the United States were the heroes of the war. Like, they don't call it World War. There was multiple countries. It wasn't just the United States. It was multiple countries that was aiding us. So, like, you think of, like, any war, it's like, yeah, it's like we got help from other countries. Even the Iraq War, Afghanistan War, like, all these different wars that's happened ever since what? Since World Wars were even, like, not even the World Wars, but just ever since, like, these, like, wars have begun, we always have had some sort of aid, some sort of help. Even in the Civil War, where there was, like, they say even slaves were, like, joining up with the North and was helping out and stuff, so. Exactly. What it be called? Versus the world. That's it. Exactly. That's why, like, yeah. If I had any of those teachers, I'm like, okay, well, what about the countries that helped us? That's why they call it World War, because the world was at war. I've been in that classroom, like, making a fool out of them teachers. But, like, so when did the United States became Scott Pilgrim? Because last I checked, I'm like, even in that movie, he had some help too. So that's why I'm like, it's probably best I have teachers like that. I just had the teachers that was like, they just wasn't overall fit to be teachers. But they're all like, hey, it pays the bills, so. Like, I do this one teacher, I was like, I knew I wasn't going to learn no math from her when she told me she thought when she was a kid, she thought a trampoline was a tent. And I was like, wait, what? And it didn't really take me up until, like, I think I was talking about that not too long ago, and I started thinking about it and was all like, she really told the classroom that, and she was trying to teach us math, like. That teacher, she was weird. She was one of those teachers where she kind of like, she acted like she was like a cop or something. Like, not like full-blown cop, but like, she'll like try to go by the rule book like a cop. Like, I remember one time she told me that I was going to get suspended because I was off school campus, but I was in the school parking lot. Hey, what's up, Dark Shadow? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Those teachers. Had one of those teachers y'all made cry before. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was... No, so that same math teacher, I wouldn't necessarily say she was crying, but her face did get really red one time. Me and her had a confrontation. But, no, we did have an teacher where she was like... I guess she couldn't overall handle the classroom anymore, so she broke down in tears and was crying in front of us, saying how much of a good job she's doing. We all just looking at each other like, fam, what's wrong with her? Like, we haven't even been doing anything in this classroom, so it's like, what are you talking about? Interview tomorrow. Nice, nice. Hopefully you get that job. Hopefully ain't like no Chipotle type stuff where they're all like, oh, how much do you know of our history? If you know about us, then you're hired. But if you don't know anything about us, then you're not hired. I'm just saying, you applying for Chipotle, I'm like, you better go and get like a Chipotle for Dummies book, because they definitely gonna be asking you like, oh, what do you know about us? Instead of, hey, what skills can you bring to our establishment? Had this one teacher in my class made her cry often. Yeah, the teacher we made cry, she only cried that one time. But other than that, it was yeah, she was weird too. I remember she called my mom because I playfully kicked one of my friends, but that's just how me and my friend, how we acted towards each other. But she was trying to make it, she was just like, no, you brutally attacked one of your classmates, and I'm like, I friendly kicked them in their legs. Do you not have friends? To work at Chipotle, and they never asked me that. That's funny. Oh no, they asked me that when I went in for an interview. Like, they asked me, do you know of the history of Chipotle? And I was all like, nah, bro, I know you guys started at this time, and that's about it. Then I got an email from them not too long later talking about, yeah, maybe if you did a little bit more research about us, then we'll possibly call you back in. I'm like, are you guys serious? I'm like, y'all is weird. Then it was crazy not too long after that. Most likely would have got fired because not too long after that, that's when that E. coli thing had broke out. And a bunch of like Chipotle people were getting fired. Sister was telling about how her teacher, they used to make her cry often because she used to work at a private school. And that was her first year at a public school. I'm like, lady, I'm like, this is what public schools are like. Like, what are you over here crying because this is a day-to-day life? Like, then we should all be crying then. It's funny, like, when people come from a private school and they start going to a public school and they try to adapt. And it's all like, fam, just do what you were doing at your other school. It's like, you don't have to adapt with nothing. There ain't nothing going on here. We just trying to get an education and leave. It's weird, too, from what my sister would tell me. Oh, wow. I think there was only one kid I remember I went to school with. I wasn't cool. Well, we wasn't friends. Like, I didn't really know him like that. But his mom was a teacher. I don't know. I don't know if I think, because I'm like, that's something I'm like, I definitely, that would be some of the most like scariest situation possible, is to have it where your mom works at your school and she's a teacher. I'm like, I'm either like gonna be messing with my mom at the school, I'm gonna be on my best behavior, or both. Like, definitely last day of school, I had no doubt about it. Would have threw a water balloon at my mom. Witness any fights at school that didn't involve you. Yeah, there are a few fights that I had seen at school. I remember there was these one kids, it started off as like a food fight. Well, actually the one kid had it coming because I guess they say he went around the one dude's house and sprayed like ketchup and mustard all across his house. And his parents made him clean it up. And so I remember he came back to school, I think because he already was suspended for fighting. But once he came back, he got suspended again for fighting. And it happened like, I remember it was me and my friend, we were sitting down eating, and then all of a sudden, you see like a burger just go flying across, and then you see some food coming back from that table, then all of a sudden, the one guy walked up, and they just both started swinging on each other. It's crazy because, like, they were friends, too, so that's, like, what tripped me out about it. I was like, fam, y'all used to be chilled with each other. I don't know if they chilled now, but I was like, that was probably that was like the one fight I had like front row seats to. Other than that, it was like I had like the nosebleeds when it came to fights at my school. It was either that or I just heard about it. I remember a time where I almost see two teachers, they got into an argument. They were getting in each other's face, but then they walked off because they seen students walking up and things. But I was like, fam, did I almost witness a teacher? And the one teacher, her name was Miss D. I'm like, nah. Miss D, she seemed like the type, even though she might have been older than that teacher, I honestly think that she could throw hands. Miss D was no joke. I'll never forget when she calls. There's this one dude that I went to school with. Well, he wasn't really, like, tall. But weight-wise, like, this dude was, like, he was big. Dude looked like he was putting up some weight in the gym. Or in, like, weight training and stuff. But I'll never forget when Miss D made him cry. And that was a sight to see. I was like, I've never seen that kid cry before. And he just doesn't even look like a crier. I remember I think I went up to ask him something, and then I seen he was like wiping tears from his face, and I was like, no, she did not just make this kid cry. I was like, nah, Miss D, something, she's a savage. Yeah, Miss D, she was scary. She was like the Caucasian Suge Knight. Like, that teacher, she'll do some, like, mental damage to you. Like, instead of carrying a cigar around like Suge Knight, she carried an apple. An apple and some books. I'm trying to think, though. I don't think a teacher had ever made me cry. Because I remember at times Miss D, she would yell at me, but it was one of those, like, it's like, Miss D, I know you just playing around. It's like, you know I'm still one of your favorite students. I'm like, quit. I'm like, stop all that. You ain't mad. She was cool with me. I don't know why, like, everybody else, like, and she's yelled at me before. I was like, but I never got to a point where I was, like, crying. But that was the thing, though. She didn't even yell at that kid. Like, she whispered something to him. She said something, and that kid, he was crying. And I was like, that's... Like, I don't even know if he remembers that. If he does remember that, that thing's probably haunting him till this day. Dang. But yeah, I'm trying to think. No, there's never been a time though where a teacher caused me to cry. Where a teacher made a dude want to fight him before. Oh yeah, no, I've definitely seen teachers do that where like a student wanted to fight them and then they've had to call security on that student. That happened quite a few times at my school. PTSD about it. I know that he's having like Miss D flashbacks. I'm like, I don't know what he never did tell nobody what she said. Cause like he like his friend group, like a lot of people he was chill with, I was chill with, and they never once like told me or said like what he said. He never talked about it either, so he gonna most likely take that to his grave. But yeah, I remember there was this one teacher in my at my middle school, and that teacher, no, he was chill. I had that teacher ever since I was in 6th grade, and he was like from 6th to 8th grade, so all 3 years and stuff. But no, I remember when a student wanted to fight him, and I'm like, fam, I will fight the student for him. That's how chill that teacher was. His name was Mr. Steele. That guy, he was like, bro, I'll never forget because it was like the 8th grade year. And and he was a teacher where it was like every time when I would walk into the classroom, we always would dab each other up and stuff. And so I remember, but no, like the last day of school, I remember bro, what's up with them want me to use that car? They don't have like no other races I can do. Do I have to use that car? Okay, I don't have to use it, but no, I remember though like the last day of school, he just gave me a passing grade just because he was just like, oh, he was like, you ain't gonna be here next year, so he looked me dead in my face and he was like, yeah, you're getting an A. Told you about the teacher who got fired for not reporting a dude getting jumped. She didn't like the kid, so she just watched it happen. Oh no, I didn't hear about that. That's crazy. Those videos, YouTube, teachers versus students. Oh yeah, I've seen videos like that before. I think I've reacted to videos like that before. This was something recent that happened not while I was in. Oh no, yeah, I don't think you told me about that. That's crazy. You must really not like that student to watch him get jumped. And I have a feeling like she probably was like standing in a corner of the school or something and was just like hiding half of her head behind a wall and then just using the other half just to watch the fight. And I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, I remember that woodshop teacher, Mr. Steele. There was a student that wanted to fight him, and I'm like, nah. And let it be any of these other teachers, I don't care, but not Mr. Steele. He ain't did nothing to nobody. All he taught us to do is how to make dices and other objects made out of wood. I remember he had us make a dice, a stool. What other things did we make? Oh, he had us make a bridge. Watch the fight from afar. I would, because they said, I remember at my school, they said if you were caught watching a fight, you would get suspended. So yeah, you had no choice but to watch a fight from a far distance. I thought though the one time I was gonna get in trouble when them two kids started fighting in front of me, and I remember I went up to the principal and said, "Hey, am I in the clear?" Because I didn't know them two were gonna start fighting. So she was all like, "Yeah, we might bring you in just to overall like ask you some questions and stuff." I'm like, "What is this? The police station?" I'm like, "Fam, this is a high school." And they never did. They were just like, "Oh well," I think they figured out between them two, like, "Oh, okay, so like we know why they fought." So that's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, I'm saying, like, if, well, then again, I guess I can understand, like, why they would, because I'm like, oh, you're supporting fighting and things, but, like, if I were to get in trouble for a fight, I'm like, fam, I was sitting at that table first. I didn't even know them two, people had beefs and problems. So if you're gonna suspend me over some stuff like that, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, ain't no way I'm like, alright, well, like, I'm like, you make sure you tell people that, like, I got suspended because I was sitting down eating lunch and two kids got in a fight in front of me. Like, what? Couldn't get suspended for it here, but they would get mad about people watching. Like, I was in school and two dudes fought once and went home after. That's crazy. Yeah, we usually, if we had, like, fights go down, it usually be off school campus. There's like this wooden area where kids would go and fight at. The fight, but watching it. Yeah, like if you get involved, but yeah, there's just the school. My school was weird, so. I remember there's one kid, me and him, we almost got into it, but I remember I seen the video on how he fought, and I'm like, that's not going to be a fair fight. Same fights in the school, man. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that kid, I was like, I'm not going to do, no. I'm like, that would not be a fair fight, so. Dang, that car is flying. Like, he would close his eyes in the fight, and I'm like, you're giving them the advantage of, like, doing bodily harm to you. Like, open your eyes, bro. Take place either bathrooms or after school. Yeah, our fights always happen after school in this, like, wooden area. That win? I took him out. All right. This one dude was an offensive lineman. He won a fight against 4 people by himself, but he lost all of his scholarships to play football. Oh, wow. Dang, that's messed up. Oh, I would be so upset, man. That would anger me. I think I'm gonna play Car X. But yeah, that definitely would anger me. I've been fighting those guys. Every time I had seen those guys, I have fought them. Years could have passed by and I still would have had beefs and problems with them. I don't know why Twitch always gets rid of my tags and stuff. What's the other tag? I think I'll just leave it at that, but yeah, every time I saw those dudes, I'm like, nah, we fighting just because. Some dirty types. My handicap. I know, right? I'm like, what did he do to where 4 people had to fight him at the same time? Oh, guy, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, then that, okay. It's like, Illy, you gotta tell us that in the beginning, because it's like, you just like, oh, four dudes fought one guy, and the one guy lost all his scholarships. You didn't tell me he was a gang member. I'm like, well, that's why he lost all his scholarships. Like, you can't be no gang member and then try and be a athlete at the same time. It's like, you gotta choose one or the other. It's like, yeah, man, this guy got into, like, Illy say some stuff like, yeah, man, this guy got into a car accident yesterday. Oh, wow, that's crazy. It's all like, that's some wild stuff. I'm like, yeah, you gotta be careful out there. It's like, well, he did have a missing wheel, and his windshield was spray painted black, so he couldn't see nothing. I'm like, well, that's why he got into a car accident. Like, his car was disabled. Those athletes be gang members, too. Yeah, but they leave at some point in time. They can't be a gang member and then still... Oh, yeah, that's true. I wanted to get rid of that side thing. But yeah, you can't be a gang member and still... Okay. And be in sports. They probably still support it, but they can't be affiliated with it. If so, then they probably being extremely quiet about it. That'd be some crazy stuff. Look online one day, they were all like, oh, Russell Wilson was arrested after it shows affiliation and lifetime ties to the Crips. Honestly, I wouldn't. At that point, I'm all like, anything goes. I'm like, I can't, you know, I can't trust nothing. Here it was, I thought this man was a good guy this whole time. And this man was a Crip on the low. Stay quiet about it, because the moment you say something about it, that's a wrap for you. That's what I'm saying. It's like those guys, that's why I think a lot of them, they leave that gang life, because they can't still be all like, you know, like if they start being out there. Hey, what's up, Leans? Shout out to Leans, guys. Make sure y'all go follow her. But yeah, if they out there talking about like how they still a blood or a Crip or whatever, and they in sports, nah, they can forget that whole sports career. Ain't no way a guy gonna be out there doing that. But how was your day, Leans? You be having a little Leans stream reunion. Discord, sorry. I need to get on Discord more. DeMar DeRozan was a Compton Crip member, but they knew he was good enough to make it far in basketball, so they tried to protect him and avoid getting deeply. But he ain't supporting that lifestyle now. Yeah, that man making millions with basketball. He's like, the gang life is over with. Unless he abruptly leaves basketball, that'll be the only way I see him getting back into gangs. It's good, but I've not ate today. No, it sounds bad, but I need to eat something. Yeah, you should definitely get something in your system. I'm like, I start thinking about food, and I'm like, nope, I gotta eat. I don't care what I eat, I gotta eat. It's different late at night. Yeah. Don't get them burgers, because those burgers be all flat. They be making those burgers look all nice and good on TV, then they give you, like, a Big Mac ain't even a Big Mac. That's like a extra small Mac. I'm like, this is false advertisement. He probably doing is looking out. Like, he's trying to get them out. Yeah, that. But he ain't out on them streets. I'll tell you that much. He probably is, but he's helping. But he ain't out there, like, still doing, like, gang-related activities and stuff. I'm saying, if we all going to McDonald's, like, I'm like, just make sure y'all pick me up. So hungry, I couldn't wait to eat, but when we got, just started feeling down and not hungry anymore. I have feelings like that. No, I get that. I was kind of going through something like that a couple of years back where I was like, I could have food in front of me, but I wasn't hungry. I'll eat like some, probably save the rest later. A 24-hour McDonald's? I'm like, yeah, all the McDonald's I think near me, they all have like a, you know, 12-hour limit. Of course. When rappers try to do certain things and maintain a hood-like image. And that's why a lot of them be passing away, because I'm like, man, if you're getting into rapping, it's like, bro, stick with rapping. Not dissing your ops or, you know, rapping about how you ready to take a person's life, but like, there's so many different things I feel like that a person can rap about. But I'm like, the whole like dissing ops and gangs and all that, that just, it's not worth it. Gotta keep doing it. Exactly. That's why I said, like, if I were to ever get into rap, well, I know for a fact I can't rap about nothing gang related, because I know remotely I hear one gunshot going off, I'm running for dear life, and I'm probably gonna start crying at some point in time. But me, I'm like, I've always said if I were to start rapping, it's definitely gonna be like some storytelling stuff. That and probably like something comedy. Yeah, it's like there's just like, sir, you lived it, so why rap about it? Why keep reliving that moment? But I guess like at the same time, like, you know, you see it with singers, you see it with like, I just like the whole like hood stuff I just don't get. Is this every YouTuber in his new rap song? Yeah, what, gonna have people try to run up on me so they can record a YouTube video? Like, nah, I'm good. If I were to do something like that, I at least try to like being cool with them. Like, okay, like, I'm just doing this just for jokes. Like, I'm, you know, I'm not being dead serious about this. I just feel like they, you know, even though like it's music, like I just don't see the reason of like dissing people. I find myself like starting to not listen to music like that anymore. I'm like, if you know, overall like it could be the overhyped song of the year, but I just don't find myself listening to music like that. I try to avoid it. I gotta get one of those handbrakes so I can play this game with my steering wheel controller. I feel like I know what to do. It's just overall like, but not having a handbrake, it makes it so much harder to play this game. So that's why I'm playing it. In case anybody was wondering, I am just using a regular controller. Make me upset to see rappers do things to still get them arrested, like robberies and things like that. Multi-millionaire, you don't have to do that anymore. Exactly. As soon as because I'm saying like the day when I do become a millionaire, it's like all that, like, what, I guess like if I was living that lifestyle and stuff, but Yeah, as soon as I'm like, I can walk into like any store and buy whatever I want, I'm like, why is a robbery still crossing my mind? Why is like, oh, let me relive the good old days and stuff? No, bruh. Man. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I'm gonna be in my house wearing a robe, like, and some Balenciagas. Like, I'm not gonna be out there, going and, still committing robberies and stuff. Stay in my man. Exactly. Yeah, chilling by the pool, relaxing. I feel like I'm gonna be a weird millionaire. I'm gonna be like by the pool listening to like Beethoven and stuff. It's good to imagine. I know. Like I feel like I imagine myself like in some like in those like fat Balenciagas with like a fake lion's, cause I'm not gonna buy like no actual lion skin, cause you know I don't want to do that to no lion. So I'll just get like a lion print like robe and just be out there just like tanning. Even though I'm already dark, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be a weird millionaire. Lena's gonna like, she gonna be like my next door neighbor looking at me all like, what is this guy doing? Is this fancy? Who's... Hey, I'm down. I'll be there. We'll sleep on it. I'm saying, like, y'all don't understand. That's my millionaire dream. That's the thing though, like if I become like really rich, I don't want to do like dumb stuff where I'm like, oh, I gotta buy a private jet with a pool in the middle of the jet, and it like, you know, and it's made out of like platinum, and like, and it all these other like weird features. I'm like, I don't want to be a millionaire like that. Like, if anything, I think I'm gonna be one of the most low-key millionaires. I'm still gonna be out there wearing like Nike clothes and shoes and stuff. Like the shoes that cost like $100. Like Balenciagas, I'm like, I've looked at those shoes, I'm like, nah. I'll get some Nikes that look like Balenciagas. Let's go, I got 6 people. No, need 94. My mansion is, I got 4 different VIP sections. I'm just saying, like, do you have a swimming pool and do you have Beethoven music, Leans? That's all I need to know. Go all over the top with it. Yeah, it's like, there ain't no need for it. That's why, like, something I never understood, like, when I see rappers and they be wearing, like $5 million chains, I'm like, why? Like, for what reason? I'm just saying this. It's like that. See, I got... Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. Draws too much unwanted attention. No, it does. Because I already know I'll be that person where it's like, I'll be wearing like my $100 Nikes. Like, let's say if I was a rapper and somebody snatched off one of my shoes, I'm like, no. I'm like, I told security, I'm like, lock the doors. I want my Air Force back right now. They were all like, Tyler, you just made $1 million this week with your music. I don't care. I want my Air Force back right now. They were like, you can buy 100 pairs of Air Forces. I don't want 100 pair. I want that one. I'm like, ain't nobody leaving this venue until I get my shoe back. I'm like, we gonna be up here performing every song that's ever been made in this whole world until I get my shoe back. Still wear casual clothes so I can hide the fact I have money because I don't want fake people around. Exactly. Wear super furry coats, my bucket hats. That'd be budget. I can see it. I can see it, Leans. It'll be like 90 degrees outside. I'm like, hey, you don't need to wear that furry coat. Like you're making me hot. Like looking at you wearing that jacket. I'm like, you gonna have to take that jacket off. That's making me uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm sweating, and here it is. I'm like, I ain't even wearing the jacket. I'm like, nah, you got it. Probably one sport car. I'll probably buy it. I think if, like, the day when I become rich, I want to fix up cars. I'll like, go and just be like, hey, anybody that got, like, an old broken down Mustang, I'm like, go ahead and send it my way. Because I'm like, I have the money. I'll go out and buy the parts, and I want to put, like, a whole car back together. Really trying to drip. Yeah, this is just doing too much. I eat steak more often, though. I think I'd still be eating the same old foods. I'll just get, like, a big portion of it. They're gonna be all like, oh, famous YouTuber TMossBoss was seen buying the whole stock of popcorn, Tyson popcorn chicken at every Safeway in Washington State. Business. Nah, I don't want nobody coming unless it's like friends or something, but I don't want just random people showing up to my house talk about, oh, can you fix up my car? Speaking of, I should play that car mechanic simulator. Well done, guys. Eat it well. It has to be raw. Raw? Oh, nah. No. Leans, what do you mean? That's nah. That's what you call, like, black Air Force One activities. Like, that's I would be so scared if we were all at a restaurant and we're all like, oh, well done, please. I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, I'll take mine's well done. Leans is like, can I have mine's raw? I'm like, nope. I already know where this is heading to. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. If I see red, I can't even eat it. Yeah. Scared for a second. Yeah. You had to say that, JK. I feel like she wouldn't have said, if we all would have agreed with her like that. Now it makes me wonder. I'm like, if we would all agreed, would she have said JK? I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta eat the steak raw. If you don't eat it raw, it's like, there ain't no other way. Lean's like, oh, thank God. These guys support me and my raw steak habits. That's like some My Strange Addiction type stuff. That honestly sounds like an actual episode of My Strange Addiction. It's like, hello, my name is Leans, and I eat raw steak. I'm like, wait a minute, what? That's not safe. We support you in your raw steak habit, Leans. We ain't gonna judge. I know people out there that be eating certain foods in like odd ways, and I'm like, that's not how you eat that. Like, I'm not gonna say who, but there's somebody that I know that eats kiwi without taking that first stuff off. They eat a kiwi pretty much like an apple. Now, I remember one time I was sitting with that person and seen them do that, and I was like, I'm about to call the police if you don't explain yourself. Like, that's not... Now, that definitely ain't normal. Saying medium rare steak is the best. Medium rare? I'm like, no, they ain't... No, I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, it's well done. No redness. It's like, only sauce that needs to be coming out of that steak is barbecue sauce. He's got it. Yeah, see? Like, brace who you are, Leans. We support you. On TikTok. Eat raw beef. I'm pretty... No, okay. I got one to top all of that. There's a woman on that TV show, My Strange Addiction, that would eat her husband's ashes. I'm like, if anybody can top that, then I'm like, okay, then that lady with the raw ashes. I'm like, I just don't see nobody topping that, but... I got $2 million. I'll go and buy another car. She runs out. She marries another guy, waits for him to pass on. No, I'm playing. I guess that's a good question. That woman's probably like, she probably got to like her last, like, I'd be scared like to be her next husband. I'm saying, yeah, it's like, you know, that's like, no, that's 10 out of 10. Remember watching an AMP video they made, undercooked chickens. Medium, nah. Chicken, I feel like, no, you can't eat raw chicken. I'll be watching my Gordon Ramsay videos, and I remember in one of those videos, he said you cannot, like, raw chicken will kill you. Oh, did they have the Dodge Challenger in here? Where's that at? Dang, is the Dodge Challenger? They just cooked. Nah. They just cooked it. That's crazy. Where's the lamb? So Gordon Ramsay, he be going off in them videos. I be sitting down watching them. I'm like, hey, Gordon, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm like, sir, you going to have to relax. Because I'm trying my hardest, but you yelling in my ear like that, that ain't helping. That is not helping. It's like, I'm trying my best to cook this steak. But the woman over there says she wants the steak raw. I'm like, that's my friend Lean's. I don't see the blood dripping. I don't want it. Yeah. What other crazy episodes of My Strange Addiction do they have? They had some wild episodes. The one lady, she ate dirt. And I was like, that's... like, not like she tripped and failed and, you know, like that version. Like, no, she would, like, go to areas that had dirt and just would eat on it. One lady, she ate rocks. What are some other things that people was eating on there? I think that was about it. Who's with me? Leans, I support you. I just won't participate in raw meat eating activities. So I support you though. You do what you want to do. Hey, I'm like, I 100% support it, but I just can't participate in it. Rocks, I've seen that one. Yeah. Nothing. See? I feel like Lean's like she'll do that and then see somebody pour like some milk in before they pour the cereal, and she like, okay, no, that's weird. To like stop that. It's like, fam, I just seen you devoured a whole raw steak. Don't you judge me on me wanting to pour my milk first before I pour the cereal. I've done it before. I don't see what the upsetness like comes out of it and stuff. Like I don't get why people get mad over it. I see why people, because it's like, you know, you've been taught and raised to pour the cereal first, then the milk, but like, I wouldn't snap at somebody over some stuff like that. I'll probably be all like, okay, they definitely, they hiding something, but I ain't gonna question them about it. I ain't gonna raise suspicion. Ate cereal with a fork. Okay, now that, I think that's pushing it. You taking it too far now. Eating cereal with a fork. I don't do it because like you when you have a spoon, you have like that little like small pocket of milk underneath the cereal. Spork before. Oh yeah, and when I was in school, the school was too cheap to buy spoons and forks, so they just gave us sporks. don't put milk on my cereal. I like my cereal by itself. Oh, that's... I can do that, but I'm like, I just, you know... Like, it's not illegal, but, like, it's just something I'm like, I've done that before. In school, yeah. Kids stayed having, sporks. Like a few type of cereal. I don't get the cereal Raisin Bran. I don't get that. Fruit Loops is the best. Cloudy, I'm gonna have to... I don't know. It's up there. Top 5 for sure. I wouldn't say it's the best, but Fruit Loop, it does slap though. That, but no. Yeah, it's like people there are like, if they ain't got no milk, then they use water. I'm like, I couldn't do it. I'll eat cereal by itself and drink a glass of water afterwards, but I ain't gonna put them together. With the marshmallows. Fruit Loops with marshmallows? Where do you live and where do you buy that? I'm like, nah, I need to know, because I did not know that that was a thing. Or do, like, you get marshmallows separate, or do they come with the marshmallows? Well, am I in the mirror? Oh, I'm checking it out. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm checking it out. They come. Okay, cool. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is undefeated. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good. Captain Crunch is good too. Because at my old job, like there was at a point in time where I was just eating Captain Crunch, so. No, it wasn't. No, it was that other cereal. Was it, what was that one? It's like Fruit Loops, but it's called Captain something, I don't know, but. Apple Jacks. No, that's what I was about to call it, Captain Jack. I'm like, nope, that's a Johnny Depp character. But no, Apple, I think, was it that? I think it was. Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Apple. Yeah, okay, yeah. Apple Jack slap. Captain. I was like, I know that sounds more like an alcohol beverage than anything, but I was like, I was seriously about to call it Captain Jack. Yeah, I knew there was a Jack in there, okay? I knew that much. But I forgot that first part. Oh my god, Reese's Puff commercial. Bro, you know how many times that commercial woke me up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, that's why probably still to this day, I'm like, I don't eat Reese's Puff. Like, those guys could have put out a whole album if they wanted to. There's one called Jack Daniels. They have, yeah, the alcohol. They ain't gonna have no cereal called, Jack Daniels. Yeah. I was like, they got Jack Daniels cereal. I'm like, them kids is... Jack Daniels the best. It's like, what? I'm like, nah. Leans, you gotta do like an MTV Cribs. I'm gonna skip all the way to the part. I gotta see what your kitchen look like, cause you scaring me. a Jack Daniels cereal. Like, you know, it doesn't come with the alcohol. You pour alcohol in it. I don't like Reese's Puff, but commercials was cool. They were alright. Oreo cereal is bad. Never eat Oreo cereal. Because, I mean, there's already the cream. I'm confused by that one. I don't know about Oreo cereal. Like, you just gotta eat Oreos. You eat Oreos with milk, but, like, that's just weird. Never had Trix, but they had cool commercials. Oh, yeah, Trix was good. I remember eating Trix on MTV Cribs 3 years ago. They said my mansion. Best on the block. Honestly, I believe you. I believe you, but I'm like, I still just gotta see for myself. I might have to do like an investigation or something, because raw meat and Jack Daniels cereal, and I'm like, I don't know about that. like go over the visit. I had cornflakes. Cornflakes. What was cornflakes again? Nah, let me look it up. Isn't that Frosted Flakes but without the frosted? Like it's Frosted Flakes, but just it's like unfrosted flakes. That's honestly what it is. Cornflakes. Yeah, it's like unfrosted flakes. Pretty. Yeah, that's exactly what that stuff is. My mom used to eat that, and I'm all like, that is. I'm like, you nah. I'm like, you might as well be a cannibal, Mom. I'm like, that's not normal. Spoons of sugar. Yeah, because it's just, there's nothing with it. Oh, like, it's unfrosted flakes. That's what that cereal should have been called. Forget cornflakes. It's unfrosted flakes. Restaurant or kind. Prefer fry. I hope you talking on the cereal, Dark Shadow. I don't know if you responding to Cloudy. You eat frosted chicken. I'm like, I don't know what stream. I'm like, what's going on right now, but I'm like, I don't know. I would be probably Popeyes, Church's Chicken, KFC. I don't know about KFC anymore. Ate frosted without the flakes. Frosted without the flakes? What is that? I'm like, nah, Leans. I'm definitely gonna like, nah. I'm gonna have to see about French Toast Crunch. French Toast Crunch is good. How do you eat what is frosted without the flake? Because the corn flake is the cereal. And the frosted is like, so you're just eating sugar. All in my mouth. Wait, what? Church's biscuits. Yeah, Church's. You eat a Popeye's biscuit, you just asking to just like, that's it. Popeye's biscuit with no drink, that's it. You're done. I feel like, honestly, I feel like now that I mentioned that Popeye's biscuit, Leans like, what's wrong with Popeye's biscuit? Am I the only one here that eat Popeye's biscuits? I'm like, no, we've had them before. We just need to have them with the most like watered drink possible. It's life changing. I've never tried that before. I might have to try it. Yeah, you have to, because them biscuits is dry. Like, that's like edible tear gas. Try the biscuit with fruit punch. Biscuit with fruit punch? I don't know. I don't know. Appreciate the follow, Cloudy. Guys, tried that. I haven't. No, I don't think I seen this thing called Pop-Tart cereal recently. I don't think. No, I haven't tried that. Hey, what's up, K13? The Popeye. That's what I'm saying. Popeye's biscuit. It's like it's over with. July 2nd, I'll hook you up with a sub. Oh, it's all good, Cloudy. You being here is like it's chill. That's all that I appreciate from you guys is y'all just being here right now. So. So I was all like, wait a minute, what? I was like, what, Lean? I'm like, I was like, I think she talked. I'm like, did a sub just go off or something? Jersey Mike's. I've never had that. I heard of them, but I haven't had it before. I've had Mike and Ike's. Speaking of Mike and Ike's, I haven't had candy in a long time. It was so late. No, I get it. It took me a moment because I was like, wait a minute, what? You guys are gonna probably come after me for this, but I've never had Subway before. I think there's a Subway down the street from my house, but I've never been in there and just overall had a sandwich. It's only Subways and Togos. Yeah, we got McDonald's and Starbucks and occasional other restaurants, but I'm sorry. You know, hey, I've never had no Subway sandwich before. I've been inside, and I feel like, you know, overall it's a good establishment, but I've never sat down and had any Subway sandwiches. Watch, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'll wake up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get canceled. Content creator getting canceled because he's never had Subway before. Honestly, I'll accept it. Zaxby's a chicken place. I hear Zaxby's a lot, but like Washington, I think I've said that before. Washington, we don't really have like a whole lot of different restaurants. We have like them like underground type restaurants where it's like they're, you know, they're famous but only like locally. That's the thing. I really don't be going out like that to be knowing about restaurants and stuff. I be in the house chilling, so unless I see a friend or hear a family talk about it, I'm not going to that place. Kansas Heat. I've never had that. Texas, the give you looks good. Huh. Yeah, I'm like, all this stuff, this is just all foreign to me. Never heard of these places. I would come down south, try Zaxby's, the one fast food place that competes with Chick-fil-A. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was like the last like good restaurant they added out here in Washington. Washington. Let's be eating steaks or something. Why we gotta eat the weird? What, fam? Who told you we eat steaks? We live around a bunch of steaks, but I'm like, speaking of steaks, corn dogs now. Corn dogs, they do slap. I feel like from the right brand, they do slap. Steaks. They got us out here sounding like some like weird village people or something. I'm like, alright, you know, the whole chat, y'all was just out here, all the weird stuff you guys be talking on, the foods, eating raw meat and stuff. I'd rather eat a steak than raw meat. It's like, you guys, the freaking Animal Planet special. tomahawk steak today for my birthday. Oh, sick. Well, I mean, yeah, happy belated birthday, I guess, or happy birthday, unless you just ate it like that fast. I know, I was like, yeah, if I just saw that part, I was like, all right, you know, you're gonna call me out for eating sticks. I'm like, fam, you eating a whole weapon. This man playing Call of Duty, he'd see a tomahawk flying through the sky. He's like, oh, my favorite. Tomahawk. It's a steak in the shape of a tomahawk. So you can, like, it's a steak, you use it, yeah. Use it as a weapon. So in case somebody run up on you, you have a weapon. And you have a meal. Exactly what Leans just said. Okay, Cloudy, we ain't like pimps or anything. I'm like, I feel like I got education level to just, you know, be... Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Leans. Like, you said that, I'm like, first time I'm like, nah, I don't know, it'll like beat somebody with it. I hear that up in the distance. I'm like, yeah, let me just go ahead and turn back around. Hey, appreciate the follow. And I met my goal. Let's see. 11 Lixis. Appreciate the follow. Thank you for having me reach my 580 follower goal. What's up with you? How's the day treating you? Welcome to my stream. Good yourself. Doing good, doing good. Vibing with my friends right now. I know, it's like almost there. That was 11 from Stranger Things. That was me like almost 24 hours. No, that was me 24 hours ago. I think it was because of the hot weather. The hot weather, and then I wasn't drinking a whole lot of water, so. I was like 4. I've had a few nosebleeds. Never watched Stranger Things. I'm like on episode 5, I think, 4 or 5 in the summer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like yeah, same Leans. Never drips. So I didn't drop that last. Yeah. There was one time it did get pretty bad. I'm all like, well, I'm turning into a zombie. It was nice knowing everybody. Yeah, I had my first one yesterday. Was it? Well, no. All right, so no, actually, take Monday. Not yesterday, because, yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, but... Guess I'm the one oddball, never had one. Yeah, yeah. It's not, yeah, it's not fun. It's too much to, handle. Honestly, there was a time when my nose was bleeding, and I was like, bro, am I turning into a zombie? I'm like, I feel like this is like the real side effects, like, yeah. Illy might not even be from this planet. He might be from one of them Earth-like planets, and somehow he got sent here on some Superman stuff, so... In my car recently, though. Oh, yeah, throwing up, yeah. I used to get sick real bad when I was a kid, so that was like a annually thing for me. Hey, I appreciate the 30 bits. Appreciate that. Eating raw meat. Yeah. That raw meat, it be... I'm like, I feel like that's some stuff where it's just, you know, it may be the cause of a nosebleed, but I don't know. I could be wrong. With his backseat gaming. Backseat gaming is when you join a person's stream and start telling them how to play a game. So, like, for an example, like, I'm playing this and... I don't know how to play exactly. So, it's like, I'm playing this and they're all like, oh, you're drifting wrong, do it this way. And I'm like, I think I know what I'm doing. See, stop trick. See, perfect example. This guy, yeah. No riding in my backseat either. I wish I could play... Well, I could play that game, The Crew. I could play that, because I would like to play that game. Yeah, you gotta drive straight. It's like, it's like turning... How do you drive straight in this game? I don't know how raw meat can be scrumptious. Like, I feel like raw meat and scrumptious, like, that's just not something you would hear. In a long time. I wanted to play the Crew too, but I wanted to play it with my steering wheel controller. But for some reason, like, every time when I start that game up with my steering wheel, the car just starts driving backwards. And I'm like, I ain't even trying to, you know, but I'm like, now that I got a controller, I'm like, I should just play off of that. I feel like that would be a lot easier than trying to play with the steering wheel controller. All right, with like Naleens, we're done. We're done. We ain't gonna talk on your raw steak habits anymore. All right, no, from this point on, anybody in the stream, we're not gonna judge Leans on her raw steak habits. Watch, it's gonna be like years down the road. Leans made a YouTube video saying my old friend Tyler, there was a time he was attacking me in his stream for eating raw steak. I'm gonna get canceled for like 2-3 days, and I gotta come out with an apology video, start crying. Like, I'm now donating. Bring it up. Most likely. I play Car X. I don't think anybody else plays Car X. I'm the only one playing it. But I'm just playing solos. And plus, I was about to start playing some other games here in a moment. I just wanted to kind of get some stuff done in this game real quick. But people cry in their apology videos because they know that, like, when they get canceled, it's pretty much they're done for. Watch me upload me building my PC on YouTube. If you actually gonna do that, Leans, I want to, yeah, send me that video. So I'm like, then I need to build a PC. I'll go based off of your video. they're sorry they got caught, not sorry for what they did. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. I think I'm gonna play zombies. That's what I'm gonna do. We get some quick games of zombies in real quick. I got like, I don't know if the achievements was popping up when I was playing Car X, but I'm like, I was racking up achievements in that. Oh, YouTube would not like that. It's from my Gmail. I'm saying, I'm like, Leans, I think you'd be a great YouTuber, honestly. What's this? Oh, it's a little ad for Overwatch. Cries in it. I honestly, I think I could pull it off. I'm gonna have the ugly cry. I'm gonna have one of those cries where it's all like, it look like I've been going through some stuff. It's gonna be one of those cries. It's all like, bro, stop it. Like, that is the most ugliest cry of all time. I might do that though. I should do a video where I like recreate one of my like childhood cries, like one of them like cries when I ain't got whooped. And then my mom done asked me a question, and I'm like, fam, I can't talk. You just literally like went off on my whole backside of my body. By my own friends. I was lurking in your stream yesterday. Cause no, I was lurking for a little bit after I had raided you. And then, yeah, I seen where they was all, like, going, I think you were trying to get, like, the wolf to follow you without a leash. And I think at that point, I went to sleep because I had, like, a bad headache yesterday. That's why Minecraft, I'm like, you gotta play, if you got animals, you gotta play that game by yourself. I was playing it Minecraft not too long ago, and I was... Sorry, you guys on. Do I still got Car X? I'm playing Call of Duty. I don't know if you hear from Car X or Call of Duty, but I'm about to, yeah, play some solos. Tyrese had an ugly cry. Tyrese did have an ugly cry. Appreciate the follow, 5 stars. Where'd that come from? Tyrese, he made this video a while ago. I think he wanted to see his like kid or something, and that man was crying. He had it was a pretty bad cry. Take melatonin for your headache. No, I drank water and like a hydration drink, and then that was about it. I should have took... I don't even have no melatonin. I just use that weapon. Nah, see, because then they're going to probably spawn me on the map, so now I'm going to use that. Nope. Use like an assault. Let me see the submachine guns. Sub in a few days. You don't even have to do that, Claudia. I appreciate you for being here, though. Yeah, I'll use this weapon again. This weapon is actually pretty good. Alright, let me go ahead and start up a game. So lazy edit videos on TikTok, imagine YouTube. Guys, so Leans, if you need help with editing, I got you on that. I'll do some like videos or like send you some programs. Even if you need like somebody to edit the videos for you, I'm like, I have so much like free time throughout the day where I'm like, I can edit my videos on the side and then, you know, help out. But yeah, even if you just need it so much as advice on like what to edit and things, then just like, yeah, I got you on that. I don't trust melatonin. Melatonin don't work for me. Like, I remember I had, like, this, like, muscle melatonin stuff, and they was, like, it's supposed to help with, like, muscle growth and all that crap. And, that didn't do nothing for me. Feel bad people do things for me. Nah, don't even worry about it. I was just sitting here roasting you for eating raw meat. I'm like, I gotta help you out on that. I gotta. That's overall my apology is helping you out. You know, or overall like just like making it like that whole like raw meat roasting, like trying to even it out. I relying on it. Yeah.
Welcome back, strike team. Let's go get
melatonin. I was sitting there. That stuff ain't did nothing to me. I was still staying up, streaming, and all that other stuff. Take melatonin at like 11 something. I don't fall asleep till like 4 a.m.
Got one. Bury them again.
It's mad chill. Honestly, I was mad at the fact that I sold this game on my Xbox just to get Vanguard. I've been playing Vanguard Zombies though. Vanguard Zombies is actually it's okay. I'd say that this is better, but it's all right. Talk about cereal. You guys have a great night. Leans, I appreciate you for being here. Guys, make sure if you haven't, go follow Leans.
A little off the top.
One of the most goated streamers. Good friend of mine. Enjoy your cereal. Hopefully ain't cut up pieces of raw steak. Alright, that's it. Last joke. Alright, I'm done. No, that was it. That's it. No more raw steak jokes. That backseat game.
Find whoever.
Kill the zombies. You got to get the ray gun. I want the ray gun, and though you didn't even backseat. How you gonna like? I told you like what it like takes the backseat game. You didn't even do that properly. It's like, bro, come on, man. Oh crap.
Not bad.
Dang, man.
Frag the flashback.
Shotgun. Well, who's driving? Honestly, if Lean. Oh no, okay, so I see what you're saying. I was about to say. Come on, if Lean's just called a shotgun, I'm not like. Shotgun, no shotgun, no driving. I don't want you changing the gas like they do in Oregon. Good night, Leans. Sleep well. Appreciate you for being here. Again, make sure if you guys haven't, go follow Leans.
Blitz that blood bloody bugger.
There we go.
Horde threat exterminated. That'll send a message.
My kind of weapon.
That's what I should play. I might end up, I don't know. I may or may not end up playing that. Oh, gas reunion, Oregon. Yeah, so it's not against the law, but they like forbid people from getting out their car and pumping their own gas. I don't think it's against the law. Like, I don't think you could get like some jail time over it, but it, like a guy will stop you if he see you trying to pump your own gas. They do know it, New Jersey too. Yeah, well, they do it out in Oregon. East Coast. That's crazy. This game kind of lagging a little bit.
Stun is airborne. Grenades flying.
Is that it? Want to go to Oregon? Oregon is chill. I went out there a couple of times, like just a little family trip. We went to the area where they recorded that movie, The Goonies. That was pretty solid.
Lit up a few.
Seems kind of random, but interesting to go as well. I don't know. It's one of those places, like, no disrespect to Idaho, but I'm like, it's just one of those places where I'm like, it's just, I particularly don't care for going. I guess I'll just have to see what they got going on there. This game is being mad laggy for what reason?
Down. Killed a few there.
Far from you, right? I believe it's, yeah, it's the next state over. Okay, I'm already.
They're making it easy.
This game is being really laggy. I don't even know why. I might end up playing something else. You knew the distance. It's like, well, I kind of live like on the far side of like the west coast of I live more so by the water.
Hell of a nose job.
Like I don't live near that part of like east side of Washington.
Enemy hind identified. Engagement is your call.
time you dropped. It's a few less tangos. Enemy destroyed. Grenades flying. There's more where that came from. Guess that's post-mortem.
Artillery standing by.
Kingsley marking targets for artillery.
Good hit. Flamethrower ready.
Oh, it's just to say I've been. Yeah, I feel like that would be chill. Like doing like a road trip. Like overall across the country.
Hostile fragged. Let's keep it going. Decoys live.
This game's being too laggy. I can't play it like that. Actually, what I wanted to play was this game called Ready or Not. I'm gonna see how that game goes, and then probably call it with this stream. This game is crazy. Get to experience every state too. So I've been 10 plus. DC. Yeah, I think because Oregon, California, Nevada, Texas, Louisiana, and I remember me and my family, we drove through Mississippi briefly, but that was just to get back into Louisiana. I think that's about it. I think those are the only states that I've been to. Cities, though, on the other hand, I've been to a crap ton of cities. Like, all within those states and stuff. So, if we count in cities, yeah. Definitely been to a lot. Oh, this game's updating. That ain't gonna be a long update. How long is this update? Oh, I'm not waiting that long. No, that's too long. Alright, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and call it with this stream. I was going to play Ready or Not, but they got like this 20-minute update, and I'm not trying to sit for no 20 minutes and wait, so I'm chilling with that. Well, I'm going to rate my friend Blazing. Blazing killing it right now. She's doing like a custom, whatchamacallit, like a custom like Warzone game, I think. So if y'all haven't, make sure you guys go follow my good friend Blazing. And, yeah. Appreciate you for being here, Illy. Once again, shout out to everybody that was showing love and support to the stream. Shout out to Leans with the bits. Everybody with the follows. Appreciate that from you guys. Alright. Talk to y'all later. Thank you guys, and peace.